Hello everyone, for today's video I have a full John Cena themed moveset. Now this was suggested by the amazing Mayor420, Just Blaze. So if you guys have any moveset theme suggestions for yourself, please feel free to leave them in the comments and the best ones will be used for future videos. But before you do leave a moveset suggestion, I highly recommend that you check out my playlist, which will be at the top of the description as well as in the pinned comments and at the end of this video, just in case you guys suggest something I've already done in the past, because lately I've been getting quite a lot of comments, well not a lot but enough for me to make a note of it I guess, saying, oh Burcol, do a time skip build, and of course I've already done that. Same thing for Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan 4, a death build as well, you know, like Meteor and stuff like that. So again, just check the playlist out, it'll be at the top of the description as well as in the pinned comments and at the end of this video. But with that being said, if you do enjoy these videos and you want to support me, then consider subscribing if you are new, as it really does help me and the channel out quite a lot. So very quickly going to the moveset for our supers, we've got Solar Flare or Thunder Eraser, the Senko Ki Blast, Ice Claw and Dust Attack, and for our two ultimates we've got Warp, Kamehameha and Elegant Blaster. And for our evasive he says to use Dust Attack, but as far as I know that's not an evasive, so I don't know if he meant something else, but I did decide to go for the fake Ki Blast, or the fake blast, it's coolest, whatever it's called, and Super Saiyan for my transformation because John Cena is the legendary Super Saiyan. Now, I did consider making a John Cena character because you actually can make someone who looks vaguely like him, I guess, or just to dress up like him before, you know what, no, that may look a bit too stupid, so I just decided to use the white and gold battle suit that I use. It's like the pilot suit with Vegeta's Resurrection F or the Wiz battle suit armor. Yeah, nothing else to say really, apart from I was going to play with limitations off, but the only person who did join when I made that room, like the lag was just insane, so I just decided, you know what, more people tend to join faster when I make a play match with limitations on, so that's why everyone in this fight, apart from the last fight, will be level 50. So finally, as we go into the first fight, my opponent has picked his Freezer Race character, and he's got the God of Destruction's Anger with Emperor's Death Beam and Super Vanishing Ball. So you know already that he's going to try and go for the God of Destruction's Anger and then the Super Vanishing Ball combo. And soon, like a few days after me recording this, like I'm recording this on the 23rd, on the 27th or 28th, I can't remember which one on this particular update goes out, the God of Destruction's Anger will take 2 bars now instead of 1, so that's going to kind of reduce the people who use it. Not really though, because people still use it, but whatever. Broke his guard there, and I did use, well, I am using the TN Super Song called Ha! God, kill me. And what that does is it nullifies the effects of every sort of Kamehameha attack. So I just thought that would be very funny to use if I were to play with limitations off, because you know John Cena is immune to every finisher in WWE pretty much. But here he goes for the God of Destruction's Anger, which breaks my guard, and then he follows up immediately by going for the Super Vanishing Ball. But it's just a bit too slow because I do get my stamina recovered before it hits me. I'll get a nice perfect block off there, then I'll just continue to block. Doesn't take that much stamina compared to, well I mean, it just doesn't take that much stamina off me at that point. So I go for Super Saiyan 1, and of course he goes for the God of Destruction's Anger again. I think he does again in a moment because it worked the first time. He probably thinks now that it's going to work, whether he uses it. Don't know, I mean it's something I see a lot of people do, especially with Super God Fist, funny enough, but he charges up here, and just before his ki reaches max, I go for the Warp Kamehameha, and that's enough to finish that guy off. I thought that was a very nice finish to be honest, but if I'm being completely honest, the reason I wanted to show that fight and a few other fights in this video is because John Cena never loses, so of course for this video I have to show all my wins, I can't show loss, so oh man, fun first fight I guess. Going to the second fight, my opponent this time actually does pick Freezer, which I thought was actually pretty funny and fitting. Yeah, again, just a new play because John Cena never loses. And I suppose I should give you guys, you know, a bit of a reminder that if you do want to do any fan art for me, it doesn't have to be, you know, good. It's like, I don't mean that to be like a dick, but like it doesn't have to be like a digital version, it can just be like whatever. If you guys want to do any fan art, you know, submit it to me on Twitter at Burcol Dandelion. My handle is in the bottom right, like it has been for ages now. You know, and I'll feature it in future videos because that is something I really love. I just love like the effort that goes into it, I really do. So again, if you want to submit any sort of fan art, just tweet it at me and I'll be sure to use it in a future video, you know, like at the start or something. But I am kind of just destroying this guy right now, like I'll be completely honest, I am. He had no stamina and I broke his guard because I just could, like I can just get away with it even if he gets max stamina, well when his stamina recovers rather. went for the Senko Ki Blast, and right here, I think I'll go for the Ice Claw in a moment. Now I'll go for the Dust Attack, and oh man, it took me like the best part of 2 hours to unlock Dust Attack. It's from Parallel Quest 78, I believe. Yes, 78. And it's just, you have to defeat Broly like twice, and it's very easy. You can do it in like a minute and a half, if that. Like, you can probably do it a bit faster than that if you have, like, you know, the proper setup, I guess. I was just spamming Super Ki, Explosion, and Giant Storm. But it took me so long to unlock that attack. I mean, it's pretty funny, I guess. Like, you saw how I beat him, but yeah, that was enough to finish that guy off. I am John Cena. I never lose. Going to the third fight. My opponent has picked a Freezer Race Super Saiyan Blue character. He's got, I forgot what he just had, like Supernova and something else, but oh, minus energy Powerball. So 2 very slow ultimates. If you break your opponent's guard with the triangle standard break, you can maybe hit them with it. It just depends. So I did break his guard. I think I went for Super Saiyan 2, I believe. Went for the Elegant Blaster, completely misses because he's standing recovered. And I'm just letting him charge up now because why not? And then I did break his guard again. That's probably why I let him charge up. I go for the Ice Claw there, which blinds him. His standard has recovered again, and I've just noticed that with like what, 36, 37, maybe 35 seconds into the fight when I broke it, well, when his standard recovered for the second time, and at that point I only used like what, 1 bar of stamina myself, so pretty decent stamina management at the moment. Well, so far I should say. Don't know, but I did decide to drop out of Super Saiyan 2, and he goes for his golden form, or turn golden, such a bad name. He goes for Supernova there, break his guard again, and I was getting a bit cocky in this fight because, you know, John Cena is the 16-time world champion. Oh man. Yeah, we'll see what happens later on in the fight. And I did look off there because I thought the Supernova was still a bit active, like the animation, well, the, you know, effect I guess was still there, but no. I did try and break his guard again there with the stamina break, and it did hit him but didn't register. That just happened so many times, and because I was getting a bit cocky, I'm just standing still here trying to perfect block the Supernova. Don't know why I didn't use my evasive there, but Jesus, did you see how much damage that took off me? That really wrecked me. So I do decide, you know, to turn it up a bit and maybe start playing a bit more seriously. So I do go for Super Saiyan 3. I do have a decent idea on when he's going to vanish, plus I've got really, well, attacks that will just completely blind him, such as Solar Flare, the Senko Ki Blast, Ice Claw, well, pretty much all of them. I don't know if Dust Attack actually makes your opponent's screen like white, or if they just, you know, just like paralyzed for like a few moments unless they use their evasive. Don't know. But again, nice perfect block off there, and he did vanish there again. And it's got like what, 1 bar stamina now. Something I don't like with Xenoverse 2 is that when you go into a clash, it doesn't show your opponent's stamina, you know, recharge in real time. Like, it only recovers, but it only shows you how much stamina they regained after the clash ends, which it's a bit misleading, I guess. I don't know. I mean, if you know that it exists, it's not really too hard to, you know, overcome, I guess. But I did go for the Senko Ki Blast there, and he broke his own stamina. And I was just standing here now thinking, well, you're going to rush into me, I could just punish you then. But no, he went for the Freezer Race, Golden Form, Ki Blast, which almost beat me. So I did decide just to go for the Home Dash, I think, and, you know, I beat him that way. So because he did get a bit close towards the end, I've got to give him a second fight. So going into the second fight against this guy, I picked the same map, and he picks the villainous form of Tower, or, you know, the pure evil form, or whatever it's called. But here we're going to clash, and that's going to give me 1 bar, well, just over 1 bar of Ki recovery, so that's good, I guess. Go for the swing kick there, catch him very nicely, and go for the Ice Claw, but he vanishes. I sidestep, well, backstep rather, and now I break his guard here. I was thinking that he's going to go for a serious bomb for some reason, I don't know why, I think he just later on. But I did break his guard, and because I've got a ton of stamina, it doesn't really matter to some degree how much stamina I use here. But I go for the Senko Ki Blast here, and yes, right there he went for the serious bomb again, broke his guard again. Bad luck, like it's just bad luck, but I am the 16-time world champion. But yeah, from here I'm just unleashing a combo on him, and I finished it off just before his stamina recovers by going for the Elegant Blaster. It does hit him, but I don't know what actually happened there, because, you know, it looked like he used some sort of, well, he didn't use his evasive because it's like one of the explosive wave ones, I think, I don't know. But it's funny because I have a ton of health, no Ki or no stamina, yet he has no health pretty much, but almost max Ki and stamina, so I just thought that was a bit funny, because you could say that he has the advantage in this fight at the moment because of that. But no, given I have like what, just over 1 bar of health than he does, like I'm still kicking his ass. I do break his guard there, again, I go for the double stamina break, and now I go for the Elegant Blaster, and I think this is going to finish him off. Yes, it does. I mean, he could have spammed his evasive at the very end, and like I've won a few fights by hitting my opponent with like an ultimate or a super attack, and if you watch their stamina bar, like it recovers just before it finishes them off. So I don't know why they just don't spam their evasive to actually survive it. Don't know, whatever, I win. Going to the second fight, my opponent, this time he's got a weekend, and he times 20 Kaioken Kamehameha as his 2 ultimates, so unless it's a hybrid, which I don't think he is, like he's probably just a new player as well, but again, I am John Cena, I never lose. Loyalty, something respect, 16-time world champion, dead meme, yeah, so, I mean, like what, we're roughly even right now. I'd say that at this specific point, he probably has an advantage over me. Well, I was going to say because he has like what, almost max stamina, well max ki rather, I have max stamina, but yeah, whatever. But he goes for Super Vegeta 2 there, essentially in front of me, so I just had a ton of time to, you know, change my boots if I want, then break his guard because, you know, it's just, I just had so much time to break his guard there, you know, I just had a lot of time to do it. So I don't know if he did that on purpose or not, but in a moment I go for the Soul Flare, well, right before he goes for the times 20 Kaioken Kamehameha, and I don't know if Soul Flare is supposed to cancel out ultimates like that, or these like strike ultimates, but I mean that's very handy to know, I guess. So I get perfect block off there. He's going to, well, I was going to say he's going to vanish in a moment because he had just over 2 bars of stamina, but now I'll break his guard again. And at this point it does get a bit laggy, but oh well. I go for the Elegant Blaster again. It completely misses him. His stamina has now been recovered. I've got no stamina or ki myself, but again, I've just got a ton of health. I was going to make a John Cena jump now, but that's dead. That's just not funny anymore. We go into a clash here. I go for the Rush Ki Blast, and from this point, I mean, like, let's be fair, I've pretty much won. I go for the, I did try and go for the Stamina Break there, but he vanished, so yeah, that sucks for me. So at this point of the fight, I'm thinking, okay, I should probably start thinking about wrapping this up because yes, I do have a massive advantage over him, but the timer is almost at 1 minute now, so again, I should probably start thinking about wrapping this up. So, I mean, he goes for a weekend in a moment, I think, the attack, and I decided to tank that with my stamina and go for the Warp Kamehameha, try and finish him off that way. And I think that would have definitely worked if I went for it a bit sooner than when I actually did. Sucks, but that would have been a very nice way to finish it off. Go for swing kick, he vanishes. I go for Fake Blast, I went for Fake Blast, completely missed, wasted 3 bars of stamina there. So at this point I'm thinking, okay, I do need to start wrapping this up now because I have less than 1 bar of health now, like I've got, what, just over 3/4 of my final health bar, like I guess. So against this guy, I probably shouldn't have this little health, so I do decide to go for Super Saiyan 2. If I could go for Super Saiyan 3, I would have, and I may in a little bit, I'm not too sure, but yeah, I just need to finish this guy off now because again, look, I shouldn't have this little health against him, but he goes for, I think, 3 Kamehamehas there, maybe as a last ditch effort. Sucks for him. I get a perfect block off there, go for the swing kick, it takes a second to register, and right now I'm thinking, what should I do? I'll go for Super Saiyan 3, really not point to go for Super Saiyan 3 right now, but yeah, the time does run out as I go for the Warp Kamehameha. I did want to give him a rematch, but unfortunately for me, he left, so... okay, good fight. Going to the final fight for this video. This is the one fight with limitations off, and it's a player match, so I'm level 85, my opponent's level 83, and he's picked, surprisingly enough, Majin Vegeta, but oh my god, the lag was just awful in this fight. Like, I did like one of those stupid meme videos, like what, a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago at this point, I can't remember when it was, where I was attacking my opponent and vice versa, but it was taking like a minute or so for the attacks to actually register and do damage. And that kind of happens to some smaller degree in this fight. I go for Solar Flare there, thinking he's going to rush into me. He didn't, and he gets me in the meter crash but stops it immediately. And I was going to let him finish it off if he wanted to, so that way he would have used up all of his ki. Now yes, it is very early on in the fight, so he'll probably regenerate it a bit later on, but the reason why I wanted him to use his ki is because if for some reason he has max stamina and goes for the final explosion, which he does in a moment, because right now it's the perfect opportunity in terms of his stats, well, his ki and stamina rather, to use it, and it hits me, I could be in trouble. So here he goes for it, and I go for the Elegant Blaster, but I go for it just too late for it to really do anything and hit him. So yeah, I just wasted 3 bars of ki, but then again so did he, and because I didn't rush into, like, okay, this is where the lag starts to really, you know, mess both of us up, because he goes for the full power Energy Wave ultimate, you know, it's Majin Vegeta's second, his second ultimate rather, and he wasn't locked on, and he just blasts in a random direction. Like, I don't know if that was by purpose on his end, or if it's just the lag. It's just, I swear, I love Xenoverse 2, but sometimes the servers are a bit funky, man. So I goes for it again there. I was going to break his guard, but again I was just too slow in, you know, recognising it. And right here, I go into a clash with a ghost, and like, what's going on? Oh man, my voice is just going now. I don't know what's going on, man. Just, yeah. So I go for the staff there. I do it right in front of him, doesn't do anything. So I'm like, okay, I need to start kicking his ass now, because if the servers are against both of us now, it's kind of like a handicap, I guess. So I do go for Super Saiyan 3. I hit him with the standard break, but surprisingly enough, doesn't even register. Well, sorry, my bad, I lied. He registers there. He goes for the full power energy wave. I don't know what the hell's going on now. I go for the warp, Kamehameha. It hits him, like at the start, it hits him. So, oh man. I get a perfect block off there. He goes for his evasive, and I don't blame him at this point. Like, and just try whatever at this point, because given how bad the connection is between me and this guy, I think me and this guy had a connection of 3 bars, like between each other. Then after we went back to the lobby, it was like 1 bar. So I thought that's a wrap. Like, so yeah. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching the video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. And with that being said, I'll see you next time.